Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Happy League. Today we're going to be seeing FiBE take on Spirit. Now, I'm not too sure about anything to do with FiBE, however, Spirit, they have a long history. They were originally in the Stylex League about a year ago as well. They didn't have the greatest of runs, but they have kept prominent throughout the whole ordeal, and here they are. In the Happy League, they've done quite well so far. They haven't got knocked out in the qualifying section, and here they are trying to take out FiBE to progress even further. Okay, so the first two bans, both attackers, Flores and Thatcher. Of course, the Thatcher ban, it is the most common ban in the game, I'd say. And then the Flores, of course, Flores can be especially powerful on this map, especially for the basement site. For when you are trying to keep hold of Elbow, of course, you can send a Flores drone in and get rid of the smoke on the shield, making him have to retreat, or obviously take a gunfight, which is extremely risky. So getting rid of that is going to be extremely impactful. And then the default defense band as well. Cade, you don't want to keep him to keep the hatches closed when you're defending the basement, and the mirror as well. It's also for a basement ban as well. So a lot of the bans that you do see on this map are purely for basement, it seems. Of course, there are other uses for them. Like, it's more versatile. Like Flores, of course, and Thatcher, they can be used in other situations as well. But the defensive bans, especially mirror, is convenient for the basement site and not too great for the rest of them. Whereas Cade, of course, you can still use on every site pretty much. I'd say actually the both tertiary sites aren't the greatest due to the amount of destructibility, but even so, banning him out is going to be a bit of a difficulty on the defensive side. Okay, going into it now, the first site is going to be the kids' dorms and games. This is most people's primary sites, 99% of the time. And they've got an interesting lineup here as well. You've got the Mute, of course, to deny the walls getting open, deny drones and any other gadgets that he may find in front of him. And you've got some intel coming in with the Valkyrie and the Black Eye cameras, which they've always been a good gadget. Of course, since the nerf where you can't throw them outside, the jump outs aren't really a thing anymore. They're a thing of the past now. And you've got some denial with Maluta to slow them down in their tracks, the heals coming in from Thunderhead, and good old Jaeger. I'd say Jaeger's probably my favourite operator in the game just because of how he's just managed to stay in the meta every single time. And Shorty here, he's going to be trying to go for a quick spawn peek underneath through this doorway onto the street spawn. He goes for some shots, doesn't manage to find anyone. He's going to go for a repeat, but he gets taken out himself by Taylor. That's an early opening pick for Spirit, giving them an advantage already. And of course, with losing that Valkyrie, you've also lost C4 as well as the gun that they can hold. And now they will be sent to the back burner and having to just watch the cams and feed intel to the team. Now, you know he's going to be going for a spray onto the master door as well. Doesn't manage to find anything, however, so he's going to be retreating his way into Armory and see if he can have any more impact there. Of course, it's going to be difficult for him as it's a one-way trip, basically, if he decides to stay in there, which he decides that he may as well be doing. So it's going to be tricky. He's going to try and make his way down main stairs. There's a drone on him. The intel is most likely getting fed to him, but somehow he's managing to escape. But he's going for a second peek instead. There's the player near the garage, but I don't know if he knows about him. Aqua is going to be going for a frag grenade, but of course he has since moved from that location. He's going to be creeping his way down the bottom floor, maybe trying to find a pick onto one of these players. Elsewhere we're seeing, of course, Attic is now getting opened up. It seems like another player disconnected on the side of Firebird, but the pick comes in, the second one. Aqua as he takes down Uno. And it's now 3 versus 5. Firebird in a tricky situation as they're up against the wall. They're still... Time is not on their side really either because the attackers still have half the round to play with. Taylor finds his second of the round on the rappel, bringing it to a 2 versus 5. Make it 2 versus 4 as Core Rockstar finds one, but the refrag is instantly coming in. Core Rockstar finds his second of the round. He's got the diffuser held, but he finds a third, making it a triple onto Hodzots now. He's still got 2 more to find, and not much HP left to do it, whilst both of these attackers are still on full. Time is dwindling down, they've not got the diffuser, and they don't have drones either. The shotgun is the king of close range, and he's going to try to utilize that in every way possible. But they do have one drone. Pixel's coming in now. He's been spotted out. He does manage to take the drone down, and he's going to be repositioning, trying to be more unexpected. Flashbangs coming in. They're not going to land the mark, however, and he's still just going to hold this door close. He goes for the swing, finds the first. Can he find the second? That is his 4th kill. He has to go for the ace here. They're going to get the diffuser. He's going to be rotating his way around into closet, but it seems like he knows where he is. He's going to go for the spray, and there is an ace coming in for Cool Rockstar. FiBE takes the first round in absolutely amazing fashion. It seems like Spirit did start to fall off towards the end. They got overconfident, and one by one, Cool Rockstar is there to clean them up with the shotgun. Absolutely insane. A round they shouldn't really have won there. Fair play to Cool Rockstar for winning that, but it was really more down to mistakes that Spirit made, I'd say, than him and good positioning. Either way, he did manage to do it, and he deserves praise for that. Okay, then now they're going to the basement site, of course, laundry and supply. It's the secondary or primary site for every single team, pretty much. You'll rarely see meeting or dining get picked first, for good reason, as they are not as versatile as these other sites. And of course, with this site, and as well as the site that they just went to, the top 4, it's really default with what you can do. There are a few minor changes which can completely alter the way a round can be played, but however, there isn't much destructive capability vertically, I'd say, that you can really do. So holding above isn't really an option. Sometimes you will see in Pro League teams do tend to play in meeting with a castle and have that hatch opened up, as well as playing at the top 4 in attic as well. But at this level of play, in this T4 region, you're not really going to be seeing too much of that, because the coordination in these teams is not there. It's very rare to see teams with Pro League level coordination in T4, T3 areas. Alright, moving into the round, however. A very ugly setup coming in for Spirit here. Playing the Finker, playing the Zofia, but Hokuts does not have the LMG, which is really rare, because obviously, if you don't know at the moment, LMGs reign supreme in this meta, as well as Finker. Finker is one of the strongest operators, and you do see her getting banned a lot since her buff where she just becomes a normal healer. Taylor's going to get taken out by as he just swings his way around and picks his head off. A missed drone makes one of them fall. Of course, now they know the location of but he's going to be holding like a rock. And the pings from his teammates, as well as the support coming in from the Jaeger sat above, it's going to make it a bit difficult for them to push forward. The wall behind him is going to be open, however. It's going to give him a more tricky angle to hold up. The sprays are coming in, and he manages to find his second onto onto Aquit, sorry. And he's now managing to retreat back downstairs. A beautiful start of the round. A refrag does come in by Hokuts onto Missy, but I don't know if it'll be enough at this moment, because of course, Hokuts did lose half his HP, but with that adrenaline surge, he will be able to bring himself back a little bit. Some sprays are coming out. Maffle's really low. He's going to go for the prone, and he gets the headshot. Absolutely insane. Has now finally been shut down, but with the HP that they have left, I don't know if it'll be enough. I'm not sure how many adrenaline surges the Finker has left in the pocket. It's 2, actually. So yeah, he can get brought up quite a while, but here he is, the man of the hour, Cool Rockstar. Sat at the back of these stairs waiting for someone with that shotgun to come sneaking their way down. Oh, what was that angle there? I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know that was a breakable surface. Was that laundry? Yeah. I didn't know you could break through that. That is insane. Well, you learn something new every day. A minute left on the clock, and it's not looking great for Spirit, as it seems like if they lose this, it may break their spirit momentarily. Cool Rockstar's going to be holding onto Pillar. He's going to smoke off the hatch to stop any drops coming down momentarily. He's going to rotate his way into Freezer. And holding on to that this late in the round is going to be great for him, as it's going to stop the attack coming in. Shorty, he finds one to Hokuts, and it's looking even more futile for Spirit, as there's only 30 seconds left. Mathor on about 10 HP, and they're against 3 members with the smoke wave still in play, and with a C4 in the hands of JL. He's going to be going for some quick peeks, trying to find someone maybe sitting in the freezer. No picks have been found for him just yet. It's a bit unfortunate. 15 seconds, time is dwindling down. They're going to have to push in soon. The sprays are coming in. He's not managing to find any worth just yet. Mathor has taken control of it. He's going to go for the spray, but the shotgun is there once again. And it's all left to Pixel without the diffuser. 5 seconds left. And this round is going to Firebird. That was yet another round going to FiBE. It's just when you have players on this roam doing so much work, even if they die, the impact that they have made at that point is immense. Like as you saw, he was just sat inside security, managing to find picks, and its Spirit were just messing up. They weren't pinching him. They were going one by one, feeding him every single time. And of course, with a room such as security, the ways you can push are very linear. Yes, it's very destructible, but as we saw, they opened one wall and instantly peeked it. And of course, it's a small room, so he can easily determine where they're going to peek from and get the headshot, as well as when the player pushed through the door as well. He managed to take him out the same. And of course, when you have support like that Jaeger we saw playing at the top of the stairs, it's even better for him, as he can hold there even longer and give even more impact. And of course, yes, he may have died, but by that time, he had already shifted the round heavily in FiBE's favor. Okay, now dining and kitchen. It's one of those tertiary sites, and of course, being a tertiary site, it's not really one of the best. Now, the setup you usually see here is going to be obviously holding upstairs, as well as holding onto Freezer with a man, maybe with an ADS to support him as well. And yeah, that is what they're going to be doing. And a pick that I really like to see here is Zero. We don't really see him too often played. And he's so impactful in ways because, of course, yes, his gadgets can shoot these lasers to disable things, but he's better as a flank watch, I'd say. Of course, you have other operators like Nomad who can do the same as well as Gridlock, but I think Zero, it just gives you the exact location. And, of course, with the hard breach charges as a secondary as well, and since their recent buff where it's been increased to 2, you can now open, well, potentially 2 walls, 2 hatches, whatever you need, and of course with the hatch upstairs, if they do decide to reinforce that, he can open that. Attic as well, if they've reinforced that, he can get that open too. And they have 6 pieces of hard breach utility as well as 4 frag grenades, and it's going to be a bit difficult. Of course, they don't have flashbangs to burn any ADSs, but seeming as the way they're pushing in, they may not encounter any ADSs until later on in the round as they're going for this attic take. With this book, with the skeleton keys, managing to open up the angles, open up the walkway. He does have 3 players that he will have to face as the Jaeger's going for a spree here. He's not managed to find anything just yet. He's going to be, the drone economy is going to be getting destroyed instead at the moment. And of course, with less drones, that's less knowledge for the attackers, and they may be going in blind later on. Gets tagged up a little bit from elsewhere. I'm not too sure where that is from. The first pick comes in, and it is to take out Equate. He's on a tear this game, getting these early picks. Just absolutely insane from him, and it seems like at the minute, Spirit are stuck. They've not got another angle to push from, but Mathor, there he is. He takes down and bringing it to a 4 versus 4, and even split, but half the round is gone, and they've not really established any map knowledge. What? No. Not managing to speak. Core Rockstar, he almost dies through the spray, but it's Core Rockstar with the SMG-11. Hawkus has been taken down as well, and the last 3 remaining players are stuck in Attic and stuck in Big Tower. They're just going to have to try brute force their way in. But with the angles that the players on FiBE are holding, it's going to be a bit tricky for them. And if they wanted to, they could retreat back to the site at this point, as they have the player advantage. They have basically every advantage imaginable. Of course, Book is still there, and you've got your Thermite as well to open up some angles, but even regardless, they could, if they wanted to, go for the retreat now, but it seems like Pixel, he decided to rotate and try for a different approach, but of course they know where he is, as the smoke bay from Core Rockstar has been set off. It seems like they're maybe dropping the other side, but Missy manages to find Taylor. Pixel's going to try to get a refrag onto Core Rockstar. He's not going to manage to, however, as he's going to be breathing in some of that smoke. Oh, but Pixel does manage to find Missy now. And it's a 3 versus 2. The breach is open as well, and a beautiful shot from Mathor as he takes down JL. And all of a sudden, it's quite even. 15 seconds, they're going to have to go for the plant. The spray's going to come in, but the shotgun is close up, and it wins the gunfight every single time. And it's 2 versus 1. He's going to go to the spring. He finds one. Will he find the second? No, he won't. Shorty shuts him down. FiBE, 3 rounds in a row now for them. Absolutely insane. Just managing to hold on to the site, managing to hold up upstairs, dwindling the time down enough for them to get the victory. Of course, it came very close from a bit of aggressive angles being held from the side of FiBE, but they managed to win it out regardless. Whew. Right, moving on to round number 4. Going to be going to that first site they went to, of course, being kids' dorms. And the first time they defended this site, it was interesting. Of course, it wasn't really the strongest. It was the weakest we've seen them so far. Of course, it was a 5. I think it was like a 3 versus 1, 5 versus 1, whatever. It was all obviously left on the shoulders of Cool Rockstar, who did manage to get that ace early on. Well, in the first round, not early on. But it just depends if they can repeat that once again. I don't think they'd want to have to repeat that again. They just want to get some comfortable kills, hold on to the site, and go from there. But of course, having won 3 rounds already, they've won both of their, well, the primary site, the secondary site, and the tertiary site, which usually you see the tertiary site getting lost, because obviously, as I say, every single time, it's the average split that you see at the end by the end of round 6 is a 4-2 split, 4-2 defense, 2 attack. And having 3 established already, they are quite comfortable. They're not in any danger, so they should be able to just move forward relatively easy from now on. Of course, they don't want to take their feet off the pedal, as they want to keep it going. They want to keep racking these rounds in. We're just going to see if they're able to do so. Missy and, now holding on to small tower. The spray is going to come in. No one's going to peek it just yet, but they know where he is. But you've got the support, and I'm not too sure if Spirit are going to decide to push this or retreat. It seems retreating is the better option, as they don't really want to be potentially losing a man early on. Shorty, however, he's lost half of his HP. Not too sure where that's from, but that will make him less capable in gunfights, unless, of course, he's hitting heads and getting good, which we'll just have to see. He's not. He's a rat. He's just slinking his way around the map, trying to find little angles to pick off these attackers. Fair play to him. It's been working so far. Yes, he's only got 3 kills, but every single kill's been amazing. But Missy, with a jump out, takes out Taylor and a quit. That's your IQ and your thinker gone. Absolutely insane. I think it may have been a jump out. I'm not too sure. He's going to go for a jump out this time. Will he be able to find another? No, he won't, as he does get taken down by Mathor. His over-aggression costed him in the end, but he has done decent impact for the round, managing to find 2 players. And of course, half the round, once again, has been depleted. Not too much progress being made. They still need to get the wall open. I do believe Attic is open at the moment in time, which gives them another entry point to move inside. Yes, it is. But they're going to have to be wary of any players maybe relocating below, looking at that hatch. Of course, there is no one there at the moment, but this is just the base, and I think the ace may be getting the main wall open as well, but no, where is he? Ah, he's at the main window with Diffuser, which is a bit iffy, I'd say, because he's on his own. So if he dies, it's going to be dropped there, and one of the attackers on Spirit will have to rotate to try to retrieve it. He's not going to be able to find much worth at the moment, but there he is, as an overconfident JL does get his head taken off. This has happened twice now, but the shotgun is there. Refrag comes in, but it's a 2 versus 1 now. Make it a 1 versus 1 as Pixel finds one. Can he find the second? Only on 5 HP against a player who's been getting these early picks at the start of the round, giving great impact. But they've reinforced that, which is really interesting, and you do see it relatively often. He's going to be pushing his way up, however. 25 seconds, doesn't have the diffuser. Does he know where is? I don't think he does. Just going to have to check all his angles. Flashbangs are coming in. Will they find their mark? No, they won't, as he's behind the bomb chassis in safe cover. Going to be going for the swingers for 15 seconds left, but there it is. Picks him off, and FiBE take the 4th round in a row. I do really like how FiBE are playing at the moment. Of course, I'd say Rockstar and are the star players at the minute. Of course, Rockstar getting that ace on the first round really did help them, and he has managed to find some immense shotgun kills since then. But I do think at the moment, I do prefer the playstyle of Of course, he's that player who is finding an advantage for Firebird early on and then playing off of it. Of course, this round was a little bit different, as he was the one to close out the round for them. But regardless, he's been quite good all around. And of course, it was Missy in that last round who managed to get the jump out, I think it was anyway, and finding those 2 picks. So well played to him. Alright, moving on to the 5th round now. basement site is going to get played once again, and they won this really comfortably last time. I don't think there was much issue in their way. We're going to see JL and this Legion just getting these hatches early on, of course, as you always want to keep these closed, but without the Kaid, it's going to be a little bit difficult to stop it getting opened. Of course, it got open last time as well, but Spirit didn't manage to get anything from it. Okay. Seems like a default setup once again coming in. Of course, you're going to have the smoke on Pixel. On that elbow, sorry, with the shotgun and with ADSs to protect him. And they're going to be opening up these head-height angles, as we see here, which are commonly utilised just to support the smoke and get angles onto the door whenever needed. Okay, we're seeing the LMG on Finka get brought out now, and as I've said, Finka at the moment is a monster. Frag grenades are possibly the best attacker gadget, and when you've got a monster of an LMG as well as a healing item that also reduces your recoil and such, it just makes for an amazing operator. For Rockstar, I do believe he's getting hit by the Twitch drone. Yeah, he is. Some little cheeky zaps are coming in now, just dwindling his health down a little bit. And I do think that is about 20 HP that he's lost, which is quite unfortunate. But 45 seconds have gone. They're starting to take control of Big Tower. And one thing I've not really seen from this team is the Spirit don't really go for roam clears. They just like to push their way in, and I guess watch angles and then brute force their way in. But Taylor's going to be the first one to get the kill onto Yuno, and that's Jaeger gone. I do believe he's holding onto the Shaco and going Jackal's going to be coming and finding that Malusi. And now Shorty, no, not so Shorty, Missy's going to be in danger, but he's going to be able to rotate comfortably back into sight, making that Jackal track quite not useless, as he does know that he's now back in the sight, but not as impactful as it could have been. Half the round is now gone. The Twitch drone is coming in to get rid of those ADSs, and it's going to make Core Rockstar in a bit more of a tricky situation. Frag grenades can get thrown in, but the smoke babe's going to go out. He's going to retreat from elbow as he knows that it's too dangerous to go there at the minute, but he's going to go for seconds as he's going for the re-peak, but he's not really sure on what he wants to do at the moment. And of course, yes, they do have a disadvantage with the man count, but as the time is dwindling down, it's starting to shift in their favour. As of course, a frantic push will have to come in on the side of Spirit if the time goes down enough. That's another drone gone. I'm really interested by the play coming in from Rockstar here. He's going to go for a swing, but he gets taken down. A bit of over-aggression does make him lose his life, and the advantage is now in the favour of Spirit, but 2 picks get found for Firebird, even in the odds, and make it a third as Missy. He's going on a tear, and he's not managing to get taken down either, but there we go. Missy has been taken down, making it to 2 versus 2. 30 seconds left. The spray from above takes down JL, and it's all on Shorty in a 1 versus 2 with 25 seconds left. They have the diffuser, but do they have the firepower? Seems like they're going to be going for a plant very soon, as we do see the book Pixel on the back stairs to support from that open angle. But here we go, the plant's going down. Will they be able to stop it? Yes, he will, very comfortably, as the angle just wasn't there for Pixel. He's going to be going for a... See if he can get the spray through the wall. He does a little bit of damage onto Shorty, but it's not enough. He's got a goo mine in him, and it's not enough. And Firebird with the 5th round in a row, absolutely dominating at the minute. Even when they have the man disadvantage, they don't. Their spirit isn't broken, whereas Spirit, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is at this point. But Firebird, they just managed to hold on, even when they're at disadvantages. They're not nervous. They play quite comfortably. It's like this is their map and they know it. So they'll take these gunfights if need be. As we've seen, especially Missy, he's a really aggressive player. Sometimes it's not paid off, but in the past couple of rounds, it's been paying off over and over again, which is really... It's a huge mistake on the side of Spirit. They need to not lose so many gunfights. I know it's harder to just do... It's harder to do than me saying it, of course, but they need to... I do think roam clearing is something they're going to have to do very soon. Of course, we didn't see any roam that last round until the midway through. But regardless, you need to take proper map control. They need to move a little bit faster as well, as in previous rounds, pretty much all of them, they've not really taken map control, which has left them with, like I said, this frantic push that they have to try do. Of course, the rotations they're doing late round are quite good, but it's just they're not on the same page as we saw the book. He was holding a good angle, but the hallway was completely unattended for, as obviously Twitch planting can't really watch that unless she, well, lifts her head up, I guess, and pulls maybe a secondary out while she's planting. That'll take some skill. But yeah, it's not really looking too great for Spirit at the moment. And it's the final round of the defense, and of course we've not seen Spirit on their attack just yet, so who knows what they have in store for us. I'm hoping, and they're probably hoping to pick up at least one round on their attack. Otherwise, it's already going to be match point. Okay, we're seeing Taylor inside this school bus, just trying to find a player potentially playing in the showers, trying to cut off the rotation as well, whereas we see JL, he's just got complete rain over that side of the map. No one pushing it. He could play from Big Tower and maybe find a pick or two if he wants to. It seems like it's a very common push coming in for them, but of course they're going to have to watch for any potential holes from underneath in security. But the first pick's coming out from Shorty as Taylor has been struck down. He's going for the refrag and he does get it. Rocket's now bringing it to a 4 versus 4. And of course they're only a minute in, so they're doing quite well for themselves at the moment. However, losing your sledge, yes, it's quite detrimental because he has that soft breach, but Book is there in reserve, just in case, and it's a lot better than losing your Thermite, who, of course, Aquit is quite low. You don't really want to be losing him, as he can open... Never mind! Aquit's been taken down by JL, and the hard breach capability is no longer there, and it's 2 more quick kills come in for the side of Firebird, leaving it all onto Mathor in a 1 versus 4. He's not in a great situation, getting pushed from every angle. He does manage to find one, but the pick is there from Missy. And Firebird, 6 rounds in a row. Spirit are up against the wall, in danger. I'm quite sad. I'm going to have a bit of me time right now. So I love finishing my segments and then someone else having a segment and me going back and forth. But with this, it's just constant me. And I'm sorry, Twitch viewers, if you're sick of me, but you're going to have to deal with it, unfortunately. And I am the best caster EU, so yeah, deal with it. Alright, potentially this could be the final round if Spirit don't have a good defense. Can I just say, I've really liked that Mozzie icon. I think he looks quite cool. I mean, other than the fact he's like 4'2". So, I mean, to be fair, he should have a smaller hitbox. We know how Ash used to not have a hitbox. Well, look at Mozzie. He's 4'2". So his hitbox should be pretty much non-existent. Alright. So, we're going to Kids Dorms now as well as games. I know it's not Kids Dorms and games, but I'm not calling it Dorm Main Hall. You'll catch me dead before you hear me say Dorm Main Hall as the site. Well, I just did, but you know. Forget about that. Alright, Aquit on this mute. Of course, we're seeing shotguns be absolutely monsters this game. And honestly, at the moment, I don't really know who is the best player on the side of Firebird. Like, I'm already thinking of an MVP because I already know the game's going to be done very soon, most likely. Unfortunately for Spirit, as they've just not really had the coordination, the firepower, or anything as such this game. Of course, Mathor going 9 and 6 is the saving grace for them, but even with that, it's not enough. As Firebird are just winning more gunfights, they're playing better as a team, and even better individually, of course. As I'd say, in team terms, Missy's not really there. He's more just fragging when he wants, and there we are! Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Missy managing to get the first pick onto Taylor with the Finker LMG. An absolutely monster of a gun, as I've stated multiple times this game, but already Spirit at a disadvantage, and their morale must be in the depths at the moment. The grenade's going to come in, obviously, to get rid of that mute jammer, so that the wall can be opened up if need be by JL on the ace. They're still going to try and just hold on for a little bit longer, but Shorty takes down Pixel, and he's going to go for a spray into Mathor as well. Doesn't manage to pick him off, however. And it's all falling apart at the moment, as... Oh, there we are. Hocus has been taken down as well by Cool Rockstar. The C4 below. Will it find its mark? No, it won't. but it will do quite a bit of damage to Aqua. Instead, he's going to be going for the flank now from behind up towards main stairs. Do they know he's there? Matho's been injured as well, and it's all repeat what happened earlier on with Rockstar. I don't know if he can. He finds one. Can he find the second? As he's now just hiding away. The plant's going down. It's going to be a bit difficult for him at this point moving forward. He's going to go for the sprays with the shotgun. It's not enough. Missy's there to collect the final kill, and a flawless sweep from FiBE. Not a single round coming in for Spirit. Unfortunate to them. Well played for FiBE. A very dominant match, as we did see the other day as well. It seems like a lot of dominant matches. It just shows that some teams are a lot better than others, and just Spirit just didn't show up today, which is quite unfortunate. And I'd have to say, obviously earlier on, Cole Rockstar getting the top frag, he's absolutely insane with that ace in the first round, and that has to be a highlight because he played extremely well. But however, if I am going to be honest, he wasn't as consistent as other players. Yes, he was top fragging. Yes, he got 6 kills after that first round, which is amazing. But however, I do think I'd have to give it to Missy, if I'm being honest, showing up in the later rounds, just purely because of the impact. Missy and I forgot the other player's name, because I think it's really hard to give it to anyone, because every single player on that team did their job really well. So it's difficult. Anyway, I'll give it in the chat in just a moment, and that will be all for today. Very well played for FiBE, and we will see you on the next game. And until then, have fun. Don't play competitive Siege, because it is awful. Cast instead. Cast with me. Okay, goodbye.
Yes, 빠지게 돼. I don't care 모든 걸 삭제해 전부 잊게 돼. And I just want you right here with me. 끝이 없이 우린 floating, lost in your deep oceans. 깊이 스며가 slowly. Tryna keep my head above water, then you go and pull me